stole my kill. Thanks for taking all my hard work. So long, summoner. It was nice knowing you. You dead now. Thank you. That was
Twin batters, that's funny. Boss or something?
I used the metal and it hit for 200,000 8 times.
Jesus. Metal was it?
Yeah, the illustrated Halloween Sora.
Oh.
I have a bunch of medals before that gets me to max speed, base strength, and all that buff shit. And then when I use that medal, I have the max attack on it, so it'll always trigger. Here's crazy.
Nice. Who's in the water? Dark. Not hungry.
David Bowie just logged in.
Lee, why aren't you part of our free company?
He wants to go to the other one.
Why are you not part of our free company?
But he wants to be the Easy Allies one.
Yep.
He joined it as a fanboy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I do pay Patreon money.
Why
so
are
I
you
can't
not part
deny
of our
it.
free company?
Because he wants to be a fanboy, you just said.
Why are you not? Alright. I've had enough fun.
May as well land, they can't fly in there yet.
I mean, it won't matter, we'll get in the cutscene anyways.
Actually, yeah, let's fly in.
Well, not erase. I think still gotta do the leading up mission.
Oh,
If I
right.
remember correctly.
No, I've
I thought you had caught up by that. I was off yesterday.
I've caught up.
Take 10 years to do your database.
All I did was enter the next area to get my samurai mission. Because it's right in the entrance. And then I went back. That's how I have my armor.
But you're glad.
So me and Lee are the only ones that haven't seen the next area.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Right, let's go.
Which means me and Lee are gonna have to watch the cutscene.
Yeah.
You don't know the name of the area then, I've just been here.
Because when I went in there, I wasn't really.
Oh, there's a big cutscene here.
Yeah, some shit about the gates, right?
But no, it just said meanwhile in somewhere. I'm like, okay, there's a big cutscene here.
We cannot rest here for long.
Meanwhile, in
This
Udon,
place is
Robon
not
eats
safe.
fried chicken.
Be quiet, Andrew, I've not seen this.
Mayhap no worries, if thieves can breach our vaults. Nevertheless, it is our duty to protect these treasures, and we shall not fail for want of effort.
So, this is why you abandoned your posts. And without a word of explanation at that. Rather thoughtless of you, was it not?
Lady Yotsuyo, pray forgive us our absence, but our home was under attack, our vaults
Yeah, okay,
plundered by outsiders.
Did you even pause to consider the possibility that it might be a diversion? What is the point
Jesus,
of
babe, it sounds like I'm at a rock
contracting
concert.
services if you are not here when they are required? It is my solemn charge to bring these vermin to heel. To torment them, body and soul, until all they hold dear is as bitter ashes in their mouths. And then you go and ruin everything! Well, there's naught to be gained in belaboring the point. All that remains is to administer your punishment.
Wait, my lady!
Go Donatello.
No, it's no good. There's just no joy in it. No release. There needs to be some investment. They were negligent imbeciles deserving of punishment, but it was hardly personal.
No, I don't.
10,000 such
I
causing
prefer
could not
not.
satisfy me half so well as a
part of
single
that.
domain.
How the hell did you get in there, Ray?
Magic.
That place is blocked off.
If you touch me in any type of gayish way while I sleep,
And what do we have here?
I will punch you and until
One
you
of the
go to sleep,
vaunted
and
treasures
then
of the
react.
red?
Cucumber.
The craftsmanship is certainly impressive.
Oh, that sounds
Mayhap
good.
we can use it to make amends.
That open door.
How long before Lord Xenos reinstates me, do you reckon? I've got unfinished business back in Eorzea.
Is serving me really so unbearable? At least pretend to enjoy, you witless lump! If you are so desperate to earn a way back to Eorzea, then be quiet and do as you're told. And bring that sword while you're at it.
So, bro, a little bit of killing floor later.
Yeah, maybe.
Unless you jump back on Warframe.
That's why I said maybe.
I remember the silence. How the talking stopped when we first set foot on the plains of Yansha. Before us stood yet another wall, and through a great Magitech field we glimpsed Doma Castle. I'll never forget the sight, or the anger I felt that day. Life, liberty, hope, so much lost, so much taken. As we walked through that war-torn land, no one said a word.
So anyone that's getting like, hey look, we need Sora.
What?
Where's Sora when you need him?
What is that?
You see that giant keyhole?
Yeah, that's what I thought about.
That's what you thought about too.
Yeah.
How the fuck did you get in that area?
Have you spoke to these guys then?
The three amigos.
Yeah.
You guys are gay.
So what's your mission code? Andrew,
What?
what's your mission code?
Same as yours.
That is. What's it called? Your mission in top corner.
Life. Or Doma, I think it is.
So the mission, same mission as mine.
I'll work that out.
Mine says the silence and the treettops. I'm sure Alex is one then.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's your mission code, Ray?
Life after.
Think about this one then. How
Thought
far
you
you
just
into
said
the
you was
mission?
on the one before that.
It was, we just turned it in.
We may be in luck. I don't see a single Imperial soldier.
Then there is no need to remain hidden. Let us go and greet them as friends.
I'm going too.
Good people of Namai, hearken to me. We come in peace and desire only information to learn of recent events.
Isn't that the General?
Lord Gorsetsu. Kami preserve your right. He lives.
I say, brothers and sisters, is aught amiss? Why do you regard me as one with a wild beast? Why is there fear in your eyes? Why do
Andrew,
you
did you
tremble
actually
so?
read the article about the Final Fantasy XIV people that bought up a bunch of housing?
Ah, but
Yeah,
of
I did,
course.
yes.
You fear me, a vengeful
what?
spirit of the dead. Rest assured,
but the
naught could be
guys
further
bought
from
up
the
a shitload
truth.
of housing
For am I
Final
not
Fantasy
corporeal? Are my
listen
feet not
about it.
firmly set upon the ground?
Guy and a girl.
Yeah, 2 people.
Oh,
What should we do?
Bought
If they catch me here,
28
you know
plots
what
of
will happen.
land.
What the fuck?
All the times for him
I
to
know.
turn up.
They went to a
Has
less
Elfin lost his
populated
mind?
server in which the housing plots were completely open and bought up 28 plots of land. And after the transfers that were given a couple of weeks ago, the free transfers, people started moving into the same server as them, which was
You?
Matthias, I believe it was.
But why have you come here? What do you
And
want from us?
apparently, they told them no, that they wouldn't be
know
selling
not
the
who you
housing,
are to speak
and
thus to
nothing
your
would be
elders,
opened up to
boy.
other players.
Mine only desire is to be received with the hospitality owed a
Square
humble
don't check
traveller,
in.
not the fear and trepidation
really,
one
there's
might
no
afford a wrathful
There is
shade.
Yes, there is. It literally says you can only own one for your free company, one
What
for
you
your
going on
character.
about? Actually, never mind. Just come with
28
me.
plots of
Now.
land is definitely more than the amount allotted to.
They're going to take
Yeah,
a
we did the
Clearly.
do it on multiple accounts.
A considerable amount more.
It doesn't matter if they did it on multiple fucking accounts. It won't matter. Everyone knows. Like, literally, there's an article on Kotaku. Not some, like, backwater review site or some backwater site talking
I said I
bullshit.
read it on
No.
Kotaku.
A straight article on Kotaku of all things. Square Enix is definitely going to step in.
You would think.
I
that it
asked
took
where
them
you
so
read
many
it, I'm
weeks
just
to do
saying.
It took them weeks to even address this disconnect error. People have been getting it for the past couple of months.
But it wasn't
Then all
their
of a
fault.
sudden, then all of a
Yeah, it
sudden,
wasn't their
somebody online, not Square Enix, figured out if you change a certain setting, then it wouldn't happen. And now all of a sudden they released a patch that they say
Odds
has
are
fixed
they
this
could have got
disconnect
told that
error,
information from Square.
but can't prove that that fixed it.
Or they could have just figured it out because people are kind of good at technology like that. You also have to consider the fact that Square has to go through all of the coding and shit on the back end
That's what they got
in
from
order to
Sony.
make sure that it works. And yeah, they have to go through Sony before they can even release a patch.
Yep. And it costs them to release a patch. It's not free, you know. Every patch, PlayStation
Neither is
patch you
this
get,
game.
every patch you get has to go through Sony first, and then they charge quite a bit for them patches.
Yeah, but neither is this game. I think Square can afford it.
What you want about? I'm on about the
Affording
Sony.
affording the patch is not the problem. It's the
if they
fact
make a
that they
mistake
have
in
to
the
go
patch,
through
they would
the
have to make another
process.
patch.
They have to go through the process of making sure that the patch works.
And then it's got to go
They can't
past
just
Sony.
fucking. They can't just release a patch every fucking day when you disconnect because of some unknown reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like, your attitude is kind of the same general attitude of the people that bought up all the housing. You're entitled as fuck.
Not really.
Yes, you are. You literally
What does
say
that-
that
what does
Square
that-
Enix should.
What-
You
what does
say
that
that
make
Square
you
Enix
say
should
you did it all?
update it so that you can get the fucking connection that you deserve. That's entitled.
Technically, it isn't because you're paying for this game. I've seen bloody free-to-play games with
Paying,
customer services.
paying for the game
Andrew,
does
even
not automatically
free-to-play
give you the entitlement.
games have to pay for patches through PSN.
Yes, I never said that. I said that even some free-to-play games I've played.
Well, I'll
have
rephrase
got
that.
better
Any
customer
game but Sony
services.
first party, they get probably free. There's no way they pay.
It's just that they never fucking contacted you back after you sent them a bloody token.
They did.
That's when they said they'd be sent them.
They said they were looking into it. I messaged them back saying I got around it. Told them what I did. And they're like, fair enough.
A lot of people never got a message back.
If you take your time to be courteous to them in an email form, they're more likely to read it than something that has swears and not very pleasant to read.
Yeah, somebody messaged them about 3 weeks ago and they still didn't reply until yesterday.
Yeah, but the question is, what did they say in the message?
I don't know.
Yeah, probably not very polite.
Well, would you be polite if you got kicked off?
Yes, I was polite when I messaged them.
3 weeks of gameplay.
I said, I've had this error, can you please look into it or tell me any information? I got a message back the day after.
You wouldn't be polite if you had lost 3 weeks of game time.
Well, no, they're going to refund that time.
One would assume.
They have to. If you're off for more than 24 hours and it's not your fault.
You don't have to do anything.
Well, yeah, they do. When you pay for subscription time, they have to refund your time.
Yup.
Just like PlayStation are meant to refund you if you get hacked, but they didn't do that to you, did they?
What?
When you got hacked.
When I got hacked.
Well, the idea is...
Guess it's gone on the changes since the PS3 days.
There's also the fact that hacking has to be proven from the state of actual
he did prove it.
Actual hacking. Not just, you know, someone figures out your password, gets into your account, and starts buying shit up. Not actual hacking is more
That's
they broke
identity
through
theft.
security.
Yeah, but didn't they trace it to like China or some stuff like that?
They wouldn't tell me where to trace it to because they're not allowed to. They said the police have been notified and was looking into it.
That's the last you heard of it.
Come on now. I can get back on that account now. I just had to wait 6 months. Because of Sony's stupid PSN now.
But at this point, there's no point.
Why do you think they changed it? What do we have here?
Yeah, that's the difference between those scenarios.
Wait,
You
has
have to be
everybody done these
proper
missions?
hacked.
Because I've just been going on ahead by mistake. What's your mission, Alex?
I'm currently in a cutscene talking to a familiar face.
Are you in a glimpse of madness? Or we've gone past that?
I wouldn't know. I didn't actually read my quest before I got into the cutscene.
The stubborn remainder.
Are you near the Etherite?
I'm in a cutscene near an Etherite.
Okay, so...
He's in the House of Fierce.
Okay, so that's why. That's what I'm heading to now then.
Also, location doesn't determine what quest you're on, though, Andrew.
Yeah.
No.
How far have you gone in this area?
Yeah! Blame it up. Oh, sorry. I I know. Food's never made
This
me,
is the House of the Fears. But there are so few of them.
Many kindred spirits remain in hiding following the rebellion. Many others gave their lives for their nation. We are a stubborn remainder. Even accounting for our comrades in the field, we are at a fraction of our former strength, 'tis true.
But yeah, the article
Yet
literally
we
just
few are
explains they got an
patriots,
interview with the
brothers
people
in
and
arms, prepared
they
to
went
fight
through
with
hell
every
crafting
fiber of our
everything they
being
have in
to
their
set our
homes.
people free.
Yada yada yada. They spent about 150 million gil on all the plots of land.
Ever are we
And
hopeful that
now
others
there's
will
the,
join our
the
cause,
outcry
but never
of
did I dream that you would
players
journey so
because
far.
the free transfer allowed people to get into less populated servers, and that happened to be one of them. So when they found out that they
Gods, it's
couldn't
good
buy
to
a
see
fucking
you.
house
You look
because
great, by the
these
way.
players had bought up
Have you been here
literally
long?
all of the neighborhood, they got mad.
I returned but
and
recently, having
rightfully
concluded
so.
my mission.
And
Oh, it is
the
good to see you
reaction
again,
of
my
the two
friends.
players who owned the thing and didn't,
Did I hear
and
right?
got a lot of very
Mission
angry
is
messages.
concluded? Then you have
Literally
found the
just
young
responded
master.
with, "It's not our fault. You didn't
Ere we
work
speak
harder."
of that, I would know by what fortuitous circumstance our friends came to be here.
That was their response. And then there was the other one of, people feel so entitled to own everything in an MMO or a game in general,
The Empire's
like
crimes
houses
are all too familiar.
and stuff like that.
This,
It's
my
like
heart goes out to your people.
you can't get the Savage Mount in
We
Alexander
wanted
if
to
you
stay
don't
and
do
fight, believe me.
Alexander Savage.
But we knew it wouldn't work. We needed more time to rebuild.
And it's like, yes,
and more
but if
allies
you
to
actually
stand with
do
us
the
against
work
the Empire.
and get it, that's a whole different
So we
story,
decided
but
to
that's
come
not
here and help you
the
free
equivalent to the
to show
housing
you, to
scenario.
show everyone that you're
Because
not
if you
alone,
actually
and that the Guardians
save
can
out,
be beaten if we work
if you
together.
actually do save up
I'd like
enough
to
to
think
get
we've
a
proven to
house,
the
normal, and yet plots have been already bought up.
That you did, Lise,
Yeah,
and
28
far more
plots of land
besides.
is not allowed.
Needless to say, your
Not a
assistance
thing.
would be most welcome.
Why didn't they stop it from being able to be done in the game then?
Here,
Other
here.
people are
Now
stupid.
then, Yugiri, you must tell me of your
So
search
they
for
probably
our
knew that
master.
people would do that.
They probably didn't know that people would do it. They probably just, in all honesty, wouldn't think that a server would
Lest
be
you
so
wonder, he speaks of Lord
unpopulated
Hien,
that
son of Lord
two
Cayenne, who
characters
perished during the
would be able
rebellion.
to,
When
Why
it
is
became
that
clear that all
populated?
hope
How
of
the hell did
victory
they get
had
enough
gone,
money to do that?
Lord
shit?
Hien bade us deliver
Crafting
as
is
many
a
of
lot.
our people as we could to
lot-
safety beyond our borders. But as his father's heir,
Like I said,
he
they
was
transferred
determined
servers
to fight on,
before
and
the
so
free
he did.
transfers. They
Until he
wanted
suffered a
quiet.
grievous wound in battle and vanished without a trace.
And a lot of crafting went into getting them their money.
Until now. For I have found Lord Hien, seen and spoken with him.
In all
on
honesty,
the
I
Azim
respect
step.
that, though. I respect the grind.
I respect the work. I don't
boundless
respect the
and
buying up
merciful
of
Kami.
28 plots of
The
land.
young
Just
master
And if you
because
was the only ones, if you was the only ones on the
Was he well?
server,
Did
then
his
you'd do it.
wound
But then if
yet
somebody
ail
asked
him?
for
Where
it,
is he now? Have
you'd
you
say,
brought
yeah,
him
I'll
back
sell
to
you.
us?
No, because that's the thing. They're not doing that. People have asked if new
You may
transfers
take
come
comfort in the
in,
knowledge that
will
he
they
is
open
hale
up
and whole.
plots or sell them
However,
the
when I
plots?
invited him to return
And they've
with me
said
to
no.
Doma, he
They're
had
They're
straight up
saying,
just
yes, you
told
are.
no.
I want to see
They
this.
literally have said, no, we were not selling that
If
because
Doma yet thirsts
it
for the
became
blood
a
of
fucking
patriots
sob
and
story
tyrants,
later on where
I
it's like,
shall
oh, well,
offer
my
unto
husband
her
died
my
and I don't
blade.
decorate in real life, but then
And
I've
if she
done
has
all
had
this
her
work.
fill of bitter
I've done all this
draughts,
work in
I
this
shall offer unto
MMO
her
and
conquerors
fucking
my head.
yada yada yada. So if I was
Thrice did I
to
declare to
sell
him
one of
that
these
no
plots
true
of
son
land,
or
that's
daughter
all
of
that
Doma
hard work
would
gone
ever
down.
accept such a sacrifice.
It's like, well,
video
to be
game.
All
honest,
my passion,
to be
he would
honest,
not be swayed.
one, it's a video game, and two,
Learn the
at
truth
the end of the
her
day, you
heart
shouldn't
and
have
return to
had
me,
that
he
plot of
said.
land.
And so
Yeah,
I
it's
left
against
it.
the rules.
28 plots of land between two characters is definitely not okay.
It's A-okay in my book, guys.
The words of one made to wear the mantle of leadership too
You don't
soon.
need that much land. No one needs that
Yet
much
there
land.
is wisdom in them
I
all
need
the
that
same. If the people
No, you
no longer
don't.
yearn
You
to
don't
be
even
free,
know
it
what
would
you
be
need.
folly
They're
to rekindle the
They're
fires
like
of
gazelles, they're like the wide open spaces.
No,
To
because they
suffer our
built
master,
something on
to
every plot of
surrender
land.
his life and forsake all hope of freedom is by
It's not about
far
wide
the
open
greater
spaces.
folly.
It's like a lot of
I will
people on
not
Reddit,
face my
especially
fallen
after they
comrades having done
commented
naught
that,
to
you
stop
know,
it.
you guys just didn't work hard enough.
Nor
Became
I
this
shall
era
work
of like
as
people
all right.
saying,
But
"Oh,
we
let
need
me
not rouse our
quote
comrades to
this
battle this
directly."
day. Let
from
us
the
instead
actual
welcome
article.
our honored guests and allow them a moment of respite.
Go towards the end of it here. Da da da, yada yada yada.
Who's performing the interview?
The article was written by Cecilia, and I assume she's also the one that got the interviews. She also got house tours.
How the hell did you get in that area you're in, Ray? Because every passage to it is blocked off.
He's gone further through the story. Let's give him the answer. And he said he's done a few missions here to want to open up the samurai area, so go grab it.
Over Facebook and Reddit, hundreds of players had angry words for the alleged gentrifiers who felt entitled to own all that property with so many recent transfers of players still saving up, never had a chance to carve out a home in Matthias. Ultima estimates that their 28 homes, the majority of an entire ward, costs around 150 million gil. If they had bought that gil with real money, it would cost $375.
Jesus.
Let's see.
I wonder if they used the money land. I wonder if they used one of the outside shady sources as well. Let's go be able to track that.
Igyorm described themselves as omni-crafters, or players who make all their own items and sell other items for profit. To save a few bucks, most of their decor was made using Final Fantasy XIV's crafting system too. It took a lot of time, and she doesn't feel sorry for players who put in less effort or got to the server later along with the crowds. On the now viral Tumblr post in response to public outcry, Ultima wrote, "Many people feel entitled to own a house. They feel that even knowing there are only 2,160 plots, soon to be 2,880 plots on any given server, they can and should be allowed to go at their own pace and have free access to any content they like, including housing. They want a house of their own, but they don't want to accept that other people want it badly enough to work harder for it than they did." Good lord, a Redditor wrote. People who aren't rich enough to afford houses just aren't trying hard enough? Not wanting neighbors putting up quote-unquote ugly paisa houses in my neighborhood? It's like the most stereotypical rich snob attitude I've ever seen, except it's apparently real. Other than being in a video game. Another described their actions as selfishness, because this person wanted to make a bastion of single-player content in a multiplayer game.
Anyway, I'm off and I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow on the story.
Where are you in the story?
Same place as you.
You keep saying that.
Do you want to know the exact mission?
I just got super annoyed. That's so stupid.
I believe in their hustle, but that's...
I'm on one called A Glimpse of Madness.
That's what I'm on.
I'm on the stubborn
Ranger.
I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow on it.
Okie doke.
Before I go out.
So you give us permission to go ahead then, right?
Just go as far as you need to.
Fair enough.
I can easily catch you.
Yeah, but the problem is you'll get on before any of us are on. You won't know how far we've gone.
Well, I will know how far you've got if you message me when you get off, and I'll get it when you get on again.
Yeah, but had you gotten off, like you said you were going to just a second ago,
yeah,
you wouldn't have known. And we wouldn't have known to message you right away. We would have just gotten on when we got tired.
Well...
I'll message you exactly what my mission's called when I get off.
Right, like I said, I can't imagine you'll be on for much longer anyway.
I'll send it to your Skype. Why? I woke up halfway through this day because my fucking back.
Actually, I've got to be up early in the morning, that's anyway, so I don't fancy walking around like a zombie while I've got to do tomorrow.
I have no problem with walking around like a zombie tomorrow.
Like I said, there's a chance that you guys will go even further than me, even if I do try and catch up tomorrow, because I'm not going to be on for most of the day.
Why?
Well, I'm also not going to be on.
Because I'm really busy.
Probably me too.
I know you're going to the fireworks.
Yeah, with Ray.
So yeah, you'll catch me in no time.
But that's like
After
evening
reaching
time.
Carnage Reach expanded.
That's like 11 PM our time.
Kind of railroad spread out and all this shit, but okay. Oh, Lord of Crowns, here we go.
Or do you want to just set a mission limit? How many missions you're going to be doing tonight? Then it'd be
No, I'll tell you what it's like when I get off. Then you're gonna actually get to the mission. It's the easiest way of doing it. I'll message you on Skype and I'll send you one on PlayStation in the party we're on. But I'll take a screenshot at the top corner so you can see it.
that'd be a lot easier than writing it, wouldn't it?
I was just thinking, probably that's what I would do. Before I get up, I'll take a
Doesn't impress
screenshot.
like 2 buttons.
Pressing one button for me, but yeah.
Technically it's 2, because you press the screenshot and you have to send it.
Oh no, I'll take a screenshot, save it to my PlayStation, and then I'll go back and link it to you when I finish, when I get off.
Yeah. Right, how long out of this game? Leave on PlayStation. I have to download this for a bit while I switch to the back.
Hey, there's an Evacore in here, you like games? No, there's not.
Later.
Peace.
Later. But yeah, that's very entitled people.
Yeah, that's fine. No, that's fine.
Well, I'll give them a... As soon as Square step in, they're not going to leave it like that. I guess this has to get repaired or something. I want the stubborn remainder now. Follow you, Giri, to the village.
Yeah, you saw the dog person, right?
I'm not there yet.
Is that a thing for future?
It would have to be, considering.
I mean, there were dog
'Cause
people
it's-
in Final Fantasy who were like beastly type character.
Yeah, because it's not like he's just like a cat person. He's like full on, mostly dog.
Yeah, he's a wolf thing guy looking person.
He's got claws and all.
I don't want to spoil this.
I assume it'll be a race that they'll include later.
Supposedly a few hints to a few of those.
A lot of people said what's her face from Final Fantasy XII will make an appearance in as a race eventually.
Oh, the bearer. Yeah, makes sense.
But that
Right.
I think Square Enix had said like it'll be a little bit though.
Yeah, clearly. And then like, no, you can't make your character.
Yeah, you can't. The thing is, you can't just fucking throw a race in. Like there has to be
Story
something
reason.
there.
Yeah, they have the whole background of the story and shit.
So you're not gonna just see some update with a patch that's gonna say, "Hey, you can make rabbit people now."
You never know.
No story reason whatsoever. Just you can make rabbit people now. Oh, I'm seeing some 273 gear.
Apparently
Yeah,
you
I
get
looked
really
at
high
it,
level gear when you get to the your final job mission.
Yeah, I figure. I just haven't maxed out my red mage. I've been too busy trying to think about getting my astrologian high enough and getting my dark knight later.
Yeah, all you gotta do is win a bunch of PvP to get that real experience.
Now you do dungeons now.
Oh, potatoes. The potatoes are only when I
Well, you should-
really feel like not
Everyone
making
says
it.
just to do the dungeons now because the nerfed PvP is stupid. It doubles or triples that you used to have to do or something. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, I did wanted to.
Well, I haven't decided yet. I was thinking about making french fries with the hot dogs, but
Oh, what the fuck was I talking about?
you already made baked potatoes, so.
Yeah. I did PvP to get my last level for war, but I was winning a lot of that.
You also, what did you do it before the nerf?
No, after the nerf.
How far was you to the level though?
It varied highly. If you win, you level in a fraction of the time.
Let me make this my home point before I forget.
Cause I was doing it, or when I was playing it, it was either play 10 games, or win 6 matches. Because I was getting 812,000 for winning, but only 550 or 580,000 for losing.
Gotta eat something soon. Stomach's getting all around here.
So the difference in experience was quite large. What the fuck? Just say excuse me.
I still find it funny that Andrew tried to say that he wasn't entitled when he was one of the people that complained and said that Square Enix should do this so it'd make it easier on me. It's like that is literally what entitlement is, sir.
That's the definition, basically.
I'm trying to remember what he was talking about precisely. Like, I remember he was talking about how they should just... No. That's what it was. It was the DPS thing. They should fix the DPS queue times.
That was it, yeah. I remember saying that.
He kept complaining. Yeah, it's not their fault that DPS queue times are long. There's a lot of players playing DPS all at the same time, and you only need 2 for a dungeon. So they're gonna have long queue times.
I also said even if they added more tanks, it wouldn't mean people would play them.
Yeah, he was just like, oh, well, they just add more tanks or add more healers and yada yada yada. But at the end of the day, that's not going to change anything because DPS is just more fun.
Pretty much.
You gotta make the healer and the tank more fun. That's all that is. Astro currently is the only one that's like the most fun.
Warriors are
And
best.
Warrior
So Astro's
and
the newest
Dark Knight
healer
are
as well,
currently
isn't
the
it?
funnest tanks, which doesn't even account for much. Astro, yeah, is technically the newest healer. Astro was the last healer they added.
Red circle always means
No, Red Mage is DPS.
Red Mage is DPS, yeah.
No, because they have the Black Mage and the White Mage and the Red Mage. The Red Mage and the Black Mage are both DPS. The White Mage is not. Here it goes,
Red
clap.
Mage is mainly DPS, but it can do a little healing.
No, the Red Mage does a great job healing and freaking raising people when they're dead, as we saw with our Primal. Because they could just dual cast, so I don't have to worry about my big guns. The one in the town.
Dog is this fucking bitch. It's a bitch dog.
I just said I was setting it as my home point.
Ah, good point. I might do that too.
Well, I forgot because I didn't want to. Mine was in the fucking Tamamizu. The last thing I wanted is to head all the way back there. And then I did this Aether Current. Of course, they give me a bunch of shit that I can't use. I guess I'll grab the one for my Dark Knight. But yeah, he kept complaining about the queue times until like, Square Enix needs to fix it, yada yada yada. I'm like, that.
I had that in my ear for the last
That
few
is
days. He's
entitlement.
been phoning me up saying that over and over and over again. He even phoned me up yesterday. No, he phoned me up, you know, the day when he couldn't get on that one day. The next morning he phoned me up just to complain he still couldn't get on. I was like, why did you phone me to tell me this?
Yeah, Andrew doesn't understand entitlement because he has it and he uses it all the time.
Oh yeah, he's not entitled, is he? He's not going to get a Switch out of nowhere. Surprise! Like he's like, oh yeah, I'm getting a Switch from Argos, and they're like, they're not cheap.
And then I remembered, then there's the fact that when we were talking about this whole situation with the fucking people that bought up all the land, and Lee's like, well, Square Enix is obviously going to fix it. I'm like, yeah, Square Enix can't just let a person stay with 28 plots, especially when an article is written about it. And Andrew's like, well, Square Enix doesn't actually have to do anything, right? And I was like, what? It's against the actual terms of use. Your account is only allowed to have 2 houses, one for your free company and one for your character.
And they know that because they did the
You're
mission to
not
unlock
supposed
the
to have
area.
that many.
So they can't play ignorance because they did the mission to
They
unlock
have
the
to
area.
have like, they have to have like a fuckload of characters. And even then, I'm still wondering like how they managed. But each of them must own a free company to get those.
Yep.
And then there's got to be just a bunch of fucking plots.
Oh, you can't see.
I assume. It's got to be characters, not accounts, though. I assume.
Where the hell are you, Alex?
Because otherwise, people wouldn't be mad because they wouldn't realize, like, oh, they have all these plots that are from all these different characters.
Did you grab the secret mission here?
I grabbed the one in town.
Yeah. That's the one I just
Yeah.
got.
That's what a free company is. You create a free company, you got a home, and then boom, everyone can use it. The whole point of a house is to make it so that, you know, you can hang out with your friends and shit like that. Not to just fucking hoard them and be like, oh, well, now I have a whole neighborhood and it's pretty much to myself.
I'm Scrooge McDuck, basically.
Make sure your ass is on that plastic.
As opposed to hoarding a fucking neighborhood to you and your partner. I'm more mad at the fucking sob story that got added later in that fucking thing.
They realized it was against terms of service, and I'm thinking, oh dear.
That's literally what they did.
Did you guys get this ether current back here?
I haven't gone for any ether currents.
There's one in there when I was running back up to the
debating
mission.
just not fucking doing anything and just making some food in a minute.
Nick.
What's your mission now, Alex?
The ones we leave behind.
That's the one I am on.
Thank you about making grilled cheese because I like to have a side dish with my hot dogs. Yeah, pretty much. Because literally, I get a call, I get on, I say everyone's gonna go to the story stuff, and then Andrew's just like, oh, I'm getting off.
We can still play without him.
He went completely
He gave us
offline.
permission.
He said we could go ahead in the story and he'll catch up. Although I don't fucking believe him half the time when he says that, because
I think he's gone
when
better than us.
because the last time that we were doing story, he ran
What's your
into
mission,
the next
Ray?
area before we even told him because Ray had gotten off.
Ray, what's your
And then
mission?
apparently when Ray went to do his job quest for his level 70, Andrew apparently decided he needed to go with.
Ray just go AFK. He just left the party.
He left the party, he's probably doing like years.
Alright. What's your mission now though, Ray? So we know where to go to.
No, because I was going to put him on the grill. I don't know what you did with yours. Yeah, but like, why did you need to come in with Ray? Ray came in here because he had the job quest. I get that. But why did Andrew need to come in here?
He didn't have a job. He followed Ray. That's what he did.
Yeah, that's my thing. Why bother? Like, you know that your job quest's not over there. You've already done it.
I know Ray was over here. I remember him saying that he was behind the giant gate. And he was like, oh, you fuckers.
I don't remember when Ray got to the level 70 thing, but I do remember Ray was saying for a while that he couldn't even do the last part of his samurai because of the fact that it was in an area that we hadn't gotten to.
That's what I was referring to.
And I knew it was coming up, so when we got to the next area, I was like, oh, okay, well, when Ray gets back on, we'll do a bunch of story, and he'll be able to get his samurai shit. But then fucking Andrew comes in this area, doesn't need to be here, and completes a couple of quests in the meantime.
That's why I was trying to catch him out, and I did catch him out when he answered the question.
Yeah. Because he always responds with, same as you, I imagine. Instead of just reading it off.
And then when they come with a name, I went, that's not my mission name.
Yes. Both literally. That's green. Yeah. Yeah. It's like a lime green. That's purple. Purple. I don't know. Which one do you want? No, which one do you want? I said purple because I wanted to say the word weird.
You sound like weird.
You want the lime green? You know these are supposed to have straws in the box, right? Because when I looked at the box, they have like mini straws you can put directly into the top so you can sip it a lot easier.
How are those?
No, there's probably more in there. There's like a lime in each one of them, so I'm not really that worried. I think I've had purple and blue. Yeah, considering you probably just went straight across. I'm just sitting at the apiary right now.
Alright, yeah, you are. I missed you because you were on that bloody weird chocobo.
Yeah. I love this barding.
I'm on the
I
same
wish
mission
that
as you,
the
man.
barding affected... I wish the barding affected your chocobo somehow. Like Bismarck would make you go faster in the sky or something like that.
Future updates, probably.
And like Dead Hive would make you stronger in battle. You know, shit like that. Well, Pip? Yes, it's in front of the front door. Which I might take out in the middle of the night. When you're passed out. I know.
So are we
By the way,
stopping
Ray,
here
what are we doing? doing that tomorrow? What time are we doing that shit tomorrow? Scheiße. Probably not. Fuck you, car alarm.
I hear it.
It sounds like it's right out front of the building. Which means it would have to be one of the apartments that are on the first floor at least, if I remember correctly. Fuck off. It's 9 o'clock at night. Fuck you. You are not asleep. Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. You are not asleep at 9 o'clock at night on a Friday.
Yeah, it is a Friday. What the fuck is Andrew going off so early for then?
I love hearing that just because of the fact that it's like, it's quote unquote early.
Why is Andrew going off so early then?
I don't know, he said you got shit to do tomorrow. He never actually said what he had to do.
Says that every day then.
Yeah.
And then he's online at sleeping in the morning.
Oh yeah, I remember when he got online this morning. I think it was like 8:30, somewhere around there. When Andrew got online.
Oh, this morning?
Yeah, this morning. He got on PlayStation at about 8:30 my time.
So what time would it have been over here?
Like 3 o'clock?
Yeah.
8:30 would have been like 1:30, or no, 3:30. It's 5 hours difference. 8:30 in the morning, our time. It would be later, yeah, that's right, never mind.
Yeah, even later, yeah.
So
I
1:30
refer to
p.m.
like when he gets off and then an hour later he gets back on and messages Rick.
Yeah.
So
He messages Ray all the time, though.
Are we stopping here then?
That's what I'm doing right now. I just need to eat something. And honestly, unlike Andrew, I don't like the idea of proceeding without everybody.
Okay, Andrew's going to blast past me. He's going to say, I didn't see the message. I
That's
forgot.
usually what would happen.
The one I'm waiting for is I forgot. I didn't check my messages. Oh, you fucking lie, you check them every day.
Well, of course he checks them every day. He messages Ray constantly. So Ray, when are we doing the fireworks thing?
Well, probably on 3.
On 3? You know everything's gonna be like sold out, right?
I don't know.
Ooh.
Food permanently gets out, I don't know.
Nasty ass potato.
Might get there early and then
It was a spot, but... Well, I'm just worried because, like, we all wanted to get poutine and, like, that shop closed up mad early